more like Manchester City team because you saw it from Pablo Zabaleta. From that, he went to Aguero, and of course, Aguero just wouldn't want to make a mistake about that.
Yes.
A header, and that was it.
Oh, yeah, what a goal, Aguero. He met the run to the near post, and like all good strikers and should do, connected beautifully on that cross. And 1-0 to Argentina. They didn't play too well again, but then it was important, and they got all 3 points after getting just one in the first game against Paraguay.
Yeah, I mean, 2 goals up, and of course, you ended up drawing
Throwing
that
that game
one. You
away.
would say not a good one. But if you look at Group B, it's really looking pretty for them because themselves and Paraguay are tied on 4 points right now at the top. And you have a Uruguay 3 points because they've won just one game. And losing this one. Jamaica, well, what they're doing in the group, well, they're not really losing so badly, but at least they lost the other game to Paraguay by a lone goal, and they are at the bottom of the group.
And Cecilia, I know before the tournament started, I said the Uruguayans are the good side, even though they'll be missing Luis Suarez.
They are defending champions.
Yeah, and Luis Suarez out. Believe me, if he had played that game, there would have been a lot more fireworks than we saw from the Uruguayans.
Yes, of course. Imagine having a Messi having to face Luis Suarez and all that.
Exactly.
That have been wonderful. Well, he's on suspension. He's still serving his 9-game ban. After that, well, bites last year's World Cup. Okay, now coming from that, now there's this news that Falcao is joining Chelsea. Jose Mourinho, I'm thinking he feels he can bring out the best in him. Can he do that?
Yeah, we'll find out when it happens eventually. But the story, the reports are very, very serious. It looks like the deal is done. It's supposed to be a 1-year loan deal with an option to buy afterwards. But then we
For
saw
how much?
Yeah, we don't know. We'll find out at the end of, but definitely not the
amount. He's
amount.
going to drop. Yes, the
Yeah.
Man U would have bought him. I think
Yeah,
the money
sure.
was just much. Maybe if they had reduced it, maybe
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
LVG wouldn't have even reached.
They just were not interested anymore. He had a very underwhelming season at United. 4 goals he scored for them. But then I'm not going to rule out Falcao yet now. We still have to give him 1 more year.
One more year.
He's a quality player, one of the best strikers
Just need a
in
good
recent
team
years.
to blend
Exactly.
in, to play for him.
And who knows, it might be Chelsea.
It might just be Chelsea. Okay, now Thierry Henry is actually tipping Arsenal for them to win. Well, EPL next season. Let's just listen to him.
Finding that consistency is going to be key. Hopefully, like I said to you before, Alex Sanchez is going to come back without any injury. He is key for me. He is key for me. Although Giroud had a good season last season, you know, Santi Cazorla has been tremendous. Francis Coquelin for me did balance that team, especially in midfield. He allowed everybody to go forward and the back four to relax a tiny bit more, especially the 2 centre back. But Alexis Sanchez for me is the X factor. He's the guy that can make you win a game that looks like it's going to be a defeat, and hopefully he's going to do that a bit more next season. He's the guy that everybody was waiting for at Arsenal, and we're all waiting for the title. And as a fan, and I'm sure the players, and I'm sure Arsene, knowing him, is dying to finally bring the title back. And I have a feeling that it can be next year. Obviously, with a couple of additions, I think it can be done.
Okay, can they do that?
With a couple of additions, so that'll be very key. It's going to be very interesting to see who comes in again for the Arsenal. There's been talks about Petr Cech, coming in. They can get him, then I think that would be a major coup. And if Chelsea actually allow that to happen, then that's going to be a sign of weakness on their part.
On their part, obviously, because they've got better players than Arsenal right
but
now.
you don't want to strengthen your rivals by giving them a solid goalkeeper.
Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. Okay, I'm not but I just feel that wouldn't be right at all. Okay, now talking about the NBA, yeah, that's the big one, Golden State Warriors, of course. They just didn't want to end up like Real Madrid. Real Madrid fans, I'm sorry. When you have a very good season, all you need to do, the best thing is to cap it up with a title, and that is what they did. Yes. Golden State Warriors and, of course, Cleveland Cavaliers, 105-97. Warriors win series 4-2 in Game 6.
What a game, what a game. It was always going to be like this. I know before the series started, I said it was going to go to a Game 7, then the injuries kicked in for the Cavs, and I felt to myself, okay, can LeBron actually, extend the series to a 7, which would have been played in Oakland, but it wasn't meant to be. And the Warriors just too deep, too strong and too versatile.
In LeBron's
for the
home
Cavs.
court.
Yeah, on the
That's
home
what-
court.
No,
yeah.
there was something that Steve Kerr did. That's the
Yes.
coach. You know, he actually stuck with the revamped lineup in Game 4. You know, when he had to bring in Iguodala, who hasn't started the game before that
Yes,
time,
all
and all that.
season.
But for him, all he needed to do was to bring him, you know, to first team. He started the game, and he was able to switch. Okay, that's the record you have there. Andre Iguodala happens to be the NBA Finals MVP, but everyone is saying why him? Well, they have a reason for that. Himself and Steph Curry combined to score 50 points in the final last night. Of course, it was first title for them since 1975 and fourth title in their franchise history. 83 wins, third highest in history. Now, the only team that have done, I mean, more than that actually happened to be Chicago Bulls in 1995-96 season and 1996-97 season. And Steve Kerr, the current coach of Golden State Warriors, was also in the team that did that. Now, Iguodala, I mean, the sixth
Yes.
man took in MVP honors. That's what everyone has been talking about. Quickly, maybe we'll just listen to him.
Yeah,
Then
okay.
what he's got to say. And of course, the coach, I mean, how happy is he? Because he said he's so confident that his game is good. And that's the reason he was named that.
I'm not surprised because I'm that confident in my game. I'm too hard on myself most of the time. I'm not surprised, but I would have bet on Steph. I would have bet on Draymond. Draymond's been great for us all year, and very, very high IQ guy. And this is the type of series where he can get triple-double numbers every night. And we saw it in the Houston series, and I knew it would carry over. So those two guys I would have bet on, and I was just happy with winning the ring. Like, I didn't really care about anything else. This is just a plus.
You could make an argument that it could have gone to Steph, it could have gone to LeBron. But for us, it's really fitting that the award went to Andre because he sacrificed his starting role from the first game of the season. He had never come off the bench once in his entire career. And he sacrificed that job to make Harrison better, to make our bench better. And that set the tone for our whole season. An all-star, an Olympian, saying, okay, I'll come off the bench. It set the tone for everything we were able to accomplish. So it feels like full circle to me that Andre received the award. Couldn't happen to a better person.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on. Andre Iguodala, if you know him, he played his prime for Philadelphia 76ers. You know, that was when he was in his prime. He was a superstar of the team. But then he's had to come into this Warriors side. He's had to take the role on the bench in good faith. You know, and he was a model professional all through the season. And when the time came for him to come into the starting lineup, he actually was very ready. And I believe that was a turning point for this particular series. Once it came on, he was able to play solid defense on LeBron James. And even though it couldn't stop him totally, it was able to slow him down. And I think that contributed to the Warriors winning the series. So congratulations to Andre Iguodala. And he's got a Nigerian father.
Iguodala.
So Iguodala has got a Nigerian father. So I think we should just, we can celebrate. We can claim him
Yeah,
for
claim
now.
him.
Yeah,
Like,
even though
seriously?
he's American.
Okay.
And Steph Curry as well too. He could have gone either way. Steph Curry could have gone the MVP award and I wouldn't have any complaints at all. He could have gone to LeBron James, no complaints at all.
Talking about LeBron James, let's just listen to him. What he had to say after losing another finals.
All four of them are disappointing. It's not one that's higher or lower or in the middle. You don't win, it's disappointing. It's not just one is bigger than the other. So.
Because of the comeback. I meant because of the comeback, the fact that you came back here and decided to make it your home again.
No, you lose in the finals, they are disappointing. Don't matter if I'm playing in Miami or playing in Cleveland or playing on Mars. You lose the finals, it's disappointing.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a Cleveland native right now. You don't want to be from Cleveland. 51 years, they're still waiting. But quick shout out to Draymond Green as well. So you have to mention him.
Triple-double. Yeah. It's 16 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, a good one for them. So that's what it takes when you have a deep team. I think that was what actually make the Golden State Warriors to be the best team this season in the NBA. Thank you so much for being part of the program. Business Money is up next. Don't forget, Sport Tonight is at 9 p.m. Join us again for more sports. Bye for now.